Welcome back to Houston Life. We're so lucky to live in the age where we can experience a vast food scene representing many cultures and communities.
And with only 2 days remaining, you can enjoy flavors of African American, African, and Caribbean cuisine during Black Restaurant Week. They are celebrating their 10th year. And here with more on how it all started is one of the managing partners of Black Restaurant Week, Fallon Farrell. Welcome to Houston Life.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I think it's so great that we're 10 years in. It's hard to believe. I mean, this started the year Houston Life started back in 2016. And really, this is more than just experiencing delicious food. There is a great need when it comes to Black-owned restaurants. Spell it out for us. Why are they disproportionately affected?
When you really look at how their startup funding starts, they're not able to go into the bank and get a loan, or they're really not, they don't have this cash flow of wealth from like investors. So they're really starting from their personal savings, personal credit cards. So when you talk about marketing and brand awareness, they don't always have the dollars to invest in that. And really, that's probably one of the #1 reasons why a small business will close, is because people don't know they're there to support it. So that's really what makes this project more important. The Houston food scene has grown a lot in the past 10 years. And so we just want to continue to bring awareness to all of these local businesses that are doing something for the community.
Absolutely. And when you talk about, social injustice, it's like so interesting to know, well, okay, this is a way you can actually help support this community in a real way. Talk about the impact that Black Restaurant Week has had.
Yeah, no, it's been great. We actually finally ran the calculations. We've had over $87 million of impact in the Houston community alone, just by people supporting local businesses. When you really look at everything that's going on in the boycotts of large businesses, imagine how important your dollar is to a local business. And it really just kind of shows the power of our dollar to the local community.
About how many participating restaurants are there, Fallon?
Yeah, so this year we have about 40. We usually average anywhere from 70 to 100. I just think it's been a really crazy year this year when you look at all the things going on in the economy. But the Houston scene has just grown with so many culinary businesses. And so we're just happy to have a platform to really show who they are.
What I love about Black Restaurant Week is when you have the opportunity to get out, find a restaurant that maybe you've never been to before.
Right.
It's about discovering and becoming a fan and saying, hey, we are adding this restaurant into our rotation. Given what's going on right now with supply chain issues, with tariffs, there are a lot of restaurant owners very concerned that their products are way more expensive than they used to be. It seems like now it's more important than ever to support our local restaurants.
It really is. I read an article the other day that said, that $20 burger at your local bar is still not turning the owner a profit, right? Like, it's really important for us to pour more dollars into our local businesses. I always tell people they hire first within the community. When something happens, like a hurricane hits, they're the ones giving food first to the community. Mm-hmm. So we really need to make sure these businesses are stable for years to come. And yeah, it's not to put a damper on it, food is fun. Like, the easiest part of my job is to tell someone to go eat food. And so I think it's really just discovering what are some great places that you haven't tried before, whether it's Cool Runnings and their oxtails, or it's Park Place out in Katy, amazing steak shops and lamb chops. So it's just so much to offer to the community.
Agree. And I think the idea of going out to eat somewhere, like when I go out to eat somewhere, I like eating something that, man, I could never cook this. Like, I have no experience with this lane, this genre. This is incredible. And you just learn so much more about, food if you are into being a foodie. Can we talk about the impact about how it's grown nationwide? There are campaigns now, not only in Houston, but everywhere across the country.
Right. So our campaign season actually starts in February. Houston is our 3rd campaign this year alone. We do 15 throughout the year. We don't end till November. So it's a long campaign season. But, not choosing favorites. Houston is my favorite, but it's really because the diversity of the Houston food scene, being able to have, West African influences, Caribbean, Creole. I mean, it's so much you could try in Houston. I just think that's what makes this campaign unique compared to everything that we do across the nation.
A more diverse population makes for a more delicious collection of menu items at local restaurants. Again, there are so many racial inequities that exist in the restaurant industry. Fallon Farrell, thank you so much for stopping by to underscore this. And please go online, find Black Restaurant Week online. It does wrap up Sunday, and we have shared a link to see some of the participating restaurants on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.